આવી ગયા લાઈટ બંધ કરો ત્યાંથી એની લાઈટ ત્યાંથી છે મને ખબર પડી
યા જોયું
હા હા બધ્યો જ મારી બધી પાડી જાય તું હાલત છે એવી કરી તો કર્યાનું તો એને લાઈ વાળી
coordinated by host જોઈન કરી લીધું
ના પહેલા વાત કરો
કેમનું કરું
હા સર
હા કરી દીધું જોઈન
હા થઈ ગયા
હા એક મિનિટ ચાલુ રહે હેલો
હા સર
હા બરાબર છે વોઇસ 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 નીચેથી વોઇસ કર ઓકે હવે જરા ચેક કરજો
હા સર
એડજસ્ટ કરું છું બોલજો કમ્પ્લીટ
હા હા ડન ચાલશે
ઓકે ઓકે કેટલા જોઈન થયા
48
ઓકે આવા તો પાંચ થોડી વાર રહીને કરીએ ને
હા હા 2-3 મિનિટ વેટ કરી લઈએ આવી જશે
હવે જીતેન સર
હા સર
ટેક્સ્ટબુક છે ઘેર
ના મારી પાસે ઘરે નથી
પેલું પીડીએફ ફાઇલ માંથી જોઈન સેમ ટાઈપના ન્યુમેરિકલ જરા કાઢ રાખજો ને તો એક્સરસાઇઝ માંથી હોમવર્કમાં આપી દો આજે
હા ઓકે ગ્રુપમાં સેટ કરી દો ને તો પછી
હા ગ્રુપમાં લખી દો ને સેમ ટાઈપના ન્યુમેરિકલ હોય ને જે આજે અત્યાર સુધી કરાયા હોય અને આપણે આજે કરાવી સિન્ટેક્સના એના જેવા હોય ને એટલા બધા હોમવર્કમાં આપી દેવાના
ઓકે હા શ્યોર
બાકીના કંઈક જુદા હશે હું કરાવી દઈશ
હા હા
સ્ટાર્ટ કરવું છે ને
51 થયા છે
61
51
51 ઓકે
હા
હજુ વાર છે એમ ને
4:30 થઈ છે 2-3 મિનિટ
બે
વેટ
ત્રણ
કરી
મિનિટ
લઈએ
રહીને કરીએ
હા
60-65 ઉપર જાય એટલે બોલો તો કરીએ સ્ટાર્ટ
ઓકે સર
Aritin sir.
66.
ઓકે સ્ટાર્ટ કરવું છે?
હા,
હમ
કર દો. 435 થઈ છે.
435 થઈ છે ને? ઓકે સ્ટાર્ટ કરું 2 મિનિટ. હા, આટલું લખી લો.
હા.
ઇન્ક લાઇટ. જીતેન સર સ્ટાર્ટ કરી.
હા સર.
ચાલો
ઓકે. હા,
હા
68
સ્ટાર્ટ
ટોટલ.
કરું છું. ક્લિયર દેખાય છે ને ખાલી?
હા, દેખાય છે.
Okay. Dear students, today we are going to discuss about the in-text questions given in your textbook. The first one is, how would you determine the standard electrode potential of Mg2 plus oblique Mg? Now we have done one theory to measure the potential of any electrode. If you want to find out the electrode potential, a standard electrode potential of any half cell, I told you that half cell should be connected with C. So you can write the answer. Mg2 plus oblique Mg should be connected with C, standard hydrogen electrode. Right? Now you can connect. You can write like this: Mg oblique Mg2 plus, or if the salt is given, you can add MgSO4, MgCl2, right? Double slash H plus 1 molar oblique H2 1 bar oblique Pt. So the answer is, how would you determine the standard electrode potential? Answer is by connecting that electrode with C. After connecting, then calculate E0 cell. So now what is E0 cell? E0 cell is equal to E0 reduction at cathode minus E0 reduction at anode, right? So therefore, can I write like this? E0 reduction at cathode is hydrogen. So therefore, I can write E0 cell is equal to 0.0, because you can see here E0 reduction at cathode is hydrogen, and we know the potential of hydrogen. Arbitrarily it is taken as 0, right? So your answer will be minus E0. Reduction at anode will be Mg2 plus oblique Mg, right? Therefore, what will be your answer? Therefore, your answer will be E0 cell which you have obtained will nothing but it will be your E0 Mg2 plus oblique Mg. So you can write E0 Mg2 plus oblique Mg will be equal to minus E0 cell, or E0 M oblique Mg is equal to minus E0 cell, which you have determined. So this is your answer. This or this. So this is your first answer. Second is, can you store ZnSO4 solution in a zinc pot? Already we have done Daniell cell. In Daniell cell, zinc was acting as anode, copper was acting as cathode. Zinc undergoes oxidation, so Zn will be converted to Zn plus 2, and that combined with SO4. And this in 11th also we have done. So can you store it? Answer is no. No, we cannot store. CuSO4 solution, because Zn undergoes oxidation to Zn plus 2 and forms ZnSO4 solution. You can write like this: Zn solid CuSO4 aqueous gives ZnSO4 solution plus Cu solid. So actually you want to store copper sulfate solution, but at the end of the reaction you can see copper metal is deposited and you are getting ZnSO4. So your copper sulfate solution cannot be stored in zinc sulfate, zinc pot, sorry, because zinc is oxidized to Zn plus 2, which combines with SO4 and forms ZnSO4. So this is your second answer. Third is, suggest 3 substances that can oxidize Fe2 plus under suitable condition from the table. A table is given in your book regarding standard electrode potential. The electrode potential of Fe3 plus oblique Fe is given 0.77 volt. Right? Now, what will be the answer? Answer will be those substances having higher E0 reduction than 0.77 volt will be stronger oxidizing agent, right? So here they have asked, suggest 3 substances that can oxidize Fe2 plus to Fe plus 3 under this condition, right? So if these are stronger oxidizing agent, then they can oxidize Fe2 plus. So what are the examples? Examples are fluorine, chlorine, oxygen. There are so many. 3 are asked, so I am writing 3. So these are your 3 in-text questions solved over here.
Done, sir.
Okay. Now, fourth question. Calculate the potential of hydrogen electrode in contact with a solution of pH 10. This is your question. Now, you can calculate this potential of hydrogen electrode in contact with a solution of pH 10. One short formula we have derived for JEE, right? That I told you. That formula was pH is equal to E cell divided by minus 0.059 volt. But see, in board exam, they may ask you the method. So when they ask you the method, you have to write the method. So I will do this numerical by the method also, as well as in short for competitive examination. Now you may know the answer from the short formula, right? Now we know that pH is equal to minus log of H plus to the base 10, right? Therefore, can I write pH is given 10 is equal to minus log of H plus. Therefore, what will be concentration of H plus? Concentration of H plus will be equal to log will go on opposite side, anti-log of minus 10. And you know what is anti-log of minus 10? Anti-log of minus 10 is 10 raised to minus 10. So you got the concentration of H plus, right? Now, hydrogen electrode. You know, in hydrogen electrode, the following reaction takes place. H plus plus electron gives H2 gas. Now you know the Nernst equation. N is therefore number of electron transfer will be 1 from this equation. So now according to Nernst equation, what is our Nernst equation? E cell is equal to E0 cell minus 0.059 by N log of product H2 by, but H2, it is nothing given, so it is 1 divided by H plus. For hydrogen, E0 cell is 0.0 minus 0.059 by N. N is 1, number of electron transfer is 1. You can see here. Into log of 1 upon 10 raised to minus 10. So this I can write minus 0.059 into log of 10 raised to 10. And this is minus sign. So if it goes up, it becomes 10 raised to 10. So this will be equal to 0.059 into 10 log 10 to the base 10. And log 10 to the base 10 is 1. So your answer is minus 0.59 volt. Right? So this is your answer. So if this numerical is being asked in 2 or 3 marks, then you have to show the method. In short, or you can do it alternatively. Another method also you can use it for competitive examination. We know that pH is equal to E cell divided by minus 0.059. Therefore, what will be your E cell? E cell will be equal to pH into minus 0.059. pH is 10 into 0.059. Then also the answer is 0.59 volt. So this short formula you can use it in your competitive examinations, right? So both the way you can do it. Either you can show the method if it is asked in the board examination, or you can use this formula when it is asked in competitive exam, or in case of MCQ, if it is asked in your regular exam. Clear?
Capture, sir.
Okay. Now numerical number 5. Calculate the EMF of the cell. in which the following reaction takes place. Nickel solid Okay, this is given to you. Numerical number 5. Calculate the EMF of the cell. Means you have to find out E cell in which the following reaction takes place. This is the reaction. Nickel is undergoing oxidation and Ag plus is undergoing reduction. Right? Concentrations are given, and when different concentrations are given, we have to use a Nernst equation. Right? E0 cell is directly given to you, 1.05 volt. So now we know that according to Nernst equation, can I write E cell is equal to E0 cell minus 0.059 by number of electron transfer. You can see here it is plus 2, right? It is plus 2. Then log of ion at product, yeah, you can say anode, which is the ion Ni2 plus. I'll write it here, divided by reactant. The ion at reactant side is Ag plus. But you can see here, it is multiplied by the stoichiometric coefficient is 2, so here you have to write it square. Now substitute the value. What will be E cell? E0 cell is 1.05 given to you, minus 0.059 by 2. I told you approximately it is 0.03. Actually it is 0.0295. So carry on 1, it will be 0.3. Log of Ni plus 2 is 0.16 divided by, yeah, I can write here, divided by Ag plus whole square. Ag plus is 0.002. So can I write? It will be 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 whole square. This value will be 2 into 10 raised to minus 3. Otherwise in decimal it will be difficult for you. So I can write it like this, right? So this will be equal to 1.05 minus 0.03 into log of, okay, one more, I'll write it, into log of 0.16. 0.16 also I can write 16 into 10 raised to minus 2. 16 into 10 raised to minus 2 divided by square 4, and this will be 10 raised to minus 6. So this will be 4 4s are 16, and this will be cancel out. It will be 6 will go up, so it will be 10 raised to 4. So I will write like this: 1.05 minus 0.03 into bracket log of 4 into 10 raised to 6 will go up, plus 6 minus 2 plus 4. Now you can see the log 0.03. The log of 4, the value of log 4, it is 6021. But if I open the bracket, it will be log of 4 into means plus log of 10 raised to 4. 1.05 minus 0.03, log of 4 is 0.6021 plus 4, log 10 to the base 10 is 1, so 4 into 1. 1.05, 0.03, and this will be 4.6021. I will write it approximately. So 1.05, and if you multiply this 4.6 by 0.03, it will be 0.138. And if you subtract it, the value will be 0.914. So by this way, you can find out your answer. So what is E cell of the cell? Plus 0.914 volt.
Done, sir.
Yes?
Done.
Okay. Now next, sixth. The cell in which the following reaction occurs. Two Fe3 plus aqueous plus 2I minus aqueous gives 2 Fe2 plus aqueous plus I2 solid has E0 0.236 volt at 298 Kelvin temperature. Calculate delta G0 means standard Gibbs free energy and equilibrium constant of the cell reaction. Right. So now, what is given to you? You can check it. You are given E0 cell, right? Temperature. Whenever E0 is there, no need to write temperature. It is standard 298. Cell is reaction is given. From reaction, you can find out the value of N, and then delta G0 and K you have to find out. Let us see now. Again, I am repeating the question and I will explain you. The cell in which the following reaction occurs. This is the reaction 2Fe3 plus 2I minus gives 2Fe2 plus I2. The potential, standard cell potential of this cell is 0.236 volt at 298. Calculate standard Gibbs free energy change and equilibrium constant of the cell reaction. And you know the relation between these two. You know the equation to find out K and E. That also we have done in the theory section, right? So first, using this from the equation given, yeah, you can say from the reaction given, can I write N is equal to 2, number of electron transfer. Is it 3 to the 6 and 2 to the 4? So 6 minus 4, it will be 2, minus 2, right? So number of electron transfer are 2. Now, you know the relation. We know that delta G0 is equal to minus NF E0 cell. Substitute the value minus 2 96500 into E0 cell is 0.236 volt. So if you multiply this, the value will be 45548. This is the value 45548, right? Joule per mole. This is your answer. Delta G 0, which is being asked. You can convert, if you want to write in kilojoule, you have to divide by 1000. So it will be 45.548. Now, again, to calculate the value of K, there are two possibilities. Two alternatives are there, right? You can use this equation which you have studied in 11th. The relation between delta G0 and K is minus 2.303 RT log K. You can use this equation or you can use this equation. K is equal to NT log of E0 cell into N by 0.059. This I have taught you. We have derived this equation, right? Here also you can write K is equal to NT log of delta G0, minus sign will be there. So minus delta G0 upon 2.303 R into T. So both the way you can find out. Let us find out first by this way. NT log of minus, already minus sign is there, 45548, right? Divided by 2.303. The value of R in 11th standard you have studied in Joule, it is 8.314. Temperature is 298, right? So if you calculate all this, if you divide it, multiply it, your value will be 7.9827. So if you take the NT log, you can write like this. NT log of 7 plus 0.9827, right? Then you can find out NT log of, I'm writing this value first, 0.9827. Now this is plus, so this will become multiplication. NT log of 7. And we know NT log of 7. NT log of 7 is 10 raised to 7. And NT log, if you look into your textbook, yeah, logbook, the value of NT log of 9.9827 will be equal to 9.61. It is 961. So this is your answer. This will be your K. Let us see. This is also approximately equal to 10 raised to 8. Because 9 point, if you carry on 1, it will be 10 raised to 8. Let us see here. NT log of E0 cell is given 0.236. Number of electron transfer is 2 divided by 0.059. This will be, if you divide it, this will be 0.0295. And if you divide it, it will be NT log of 8. And NT log of 8 is 10 raised to 8. See, so by way, both the way you can find out the answers. Clear?
Capture, sir.
Now, intake question number 7. Why does the conductivity of a solution decreases with dilution? So the question is being asked, but already I have taught you in the theory section. So the answer you can write it. I'll tell you later on. Till then we'll do the next question. Question number 8. Suggest a way to determine the lambda 0 m values for water. Right. Now, students, you can write the answer of your own in your notebooks. Then later on, within 2 to 3 minutes, I will solve this. Right. First of all, write your answer yourself so that you can get the confidence, because both the questions are from the textbook only and they are the theory section. There is not a numerical part over here. There is no numerical part over here. Written, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let them write.
Okay.
કાગળિયું લખેલું પડ્યું છે નીચે બધા કાગળિયા પડે ને એમાં જ એમાં એક બોર્ડનું પેપર હશે. Okay, have you written the answers? Let us see, why does the conductivity of a solution decrease with dilution? What will be the answer? On dilution, number of ions per unit volume of solution, what will happen? Decreases. And therefore the conductivity of a solution decreases. Right? If you have written, you can compare your answer. Because if you go on diluting, right, what will happen? The number of ions per unit volume decreases. If number of ions decreases, conductivity is due to ions. So conductivity also decreases. Now another is, suggest a way to determine limiting molar conductivity for water. Right? You have to suggest the way. I told you in exam, they may give you 5 to 6 values to find out the lambda m0 for any weak electrolyte. Already we have done one application and we have taken an example of acetic acid. Here you can write of your own choice because they have asked you to suggest it. For the suggestion, can I write like this? That lambda 0 m I want for water, and you know in water there is H plus OH minus. So I will take those compounds which contains H plus and OH minus. So this will be equal to lambda 0 m. I can take one HCl because in HCl there is H plus, right? As I have taken acid, I will take base also. Lambda 0 m, I will take NaOH. Why I have taken base? I can take NaOH, I can take KOH. You can take KOH if you want to take KOH. This is acid, this is base, because from acid I will get H plus, from base I will get OH minus, right? Now I want to cancel K and Cl. So this will be lambda 0 m KCl. Now you write according to Kohlrausch's law in detail. So according to Kohlrausch's law, can I write lambda 0 m? This will be equal to H plus lambda 0 m Cl minus plus this one lambda 0 m K plus lambda 0 m OH minus, right? K plus OH minus. Now this time minus sign is there. So minus lambda 0 m K plus, but this is plus Cl. But again minus sign is there in front, so it will be minus lambda 0 m Cl minus. Now you can see what is being cancelled out. This is lambda 0 m Cl minus. This is lambda 0 m Cl plus. This is lambda 0 m K plus. This is lambda 0 m K minus. It is cancelled out. So what is left? Lambda 0 m H plus lambda 0 m OH minus. And this is nothing but lambda 0 m water. So by this way, you can suggest the value of lambda 0 m value to calculate lambda 0 m values for water. You can take different. You're not necessary, you can take KOH, you can take NaOH also. But remember, you have to take a strong electrolytes.
Done, sir.
Okay. Now next is intake question number 9. The molar conductivity of 0.025 moles per liter methanoic acid is 46.1 Siemens centimeter square per mole. Calculate its degree of dissociation. And dissociation constant. Dissociation constant. So this is Okay. One more data is given. Lambda 0 H plus 349.6 Siemens centimeter square per mole, and lambda 0 Ca3COO minus 54.6 Siemens centimeter square per mole. This is given to you. Now question number 9. The molar conductivity of 0.025 moles per liter. So what is given? You can write here given concentration. How much is given? 0.025 moles per liter. Methanoic acid is 46.1. That is molar conductivity is 46.1. So symbol of molar conductivity, you know, lambda m at concentration C is 46.1 Siemens centimeter square per mole. Right? This is given to you. Calculate its degree of dissociation. Degree of dissociation is alpha. And you know alpha. It is lambda m upon lambda 0m. This I have taught you in theory section. This is question mark. You have to find out. That means lambda m, it is already given. You need to calculate lambda 0m according to Kohlrausch's law. Right? One more point, calculate dissociation constant. This is acid, so Ka. If As is given, you have to take Kb. And for this also, you know, in 11th standard you have studied. Ka is equal to C alpha square upon 1 minus alpha. And I have taught you in theory section also. So these two you have to find out. So this is given. Now we will calculate first lambda 0m. According to Kohlrausch's law, can I write lambda 0m of methanoic acid this is KOHL is equal to lambda 0 m of H plus lambda 0 m of Ca3COO minus. Put the values. Lambda 0 H plus is given 349.6 plus 54.6. The unit is Siemens centimeter square per mole. Right? So if you add this 6 plus 6, 12. Carry on 1, 4 plus 1, 5. 5 plus 9, 9 plus 1, 10 plus 1, 4, 14. Carry on 1. 4 plus 1, 5, 5 plus 5, 10. Carry on 1, 4. 404.2 Siemens centimeter square per mole. This is your lambda 0m. Right? Now, they have asked to calculate alpha, degree of dissociation. So what is degree of dissociation? Degree of dissociation is alpha, and alpha is equal to lambda m upon lambda 0m. So lambda m at concentration is given 46.1, and this is calculated 404.2. So if you calculate this value, it will be 0.114. So now you got alpha. So now next question is dissociation constant. Dissociation constant is Ka, and we know Ka is equal to C alpha square upon 1 minus alpha. Put the values. C is given 0.025. Alpha 0.114 whole square divided by 1 minus alpha 0.114. So if you calculate this, this value will be 3.25 into 10 raised to minus 4 divided by 1 minus 0.114 will be 0.886. And this will be equal to 3.66. So you can write Ka is equal to 3.6. Carry on 1, you can make it, right? Or you can write here also 3.67. So this is your answer. This is one of your answers, right? And this is another answer, alpha. So this and this.
હેલો સર,
હા
થોડુંક બેલેન્સ ડિસ્ટર્બ થયું છે.
હા કર દો
ઓકે.
બરાબર છે.
હા.
ઓકે.
એન્ડ સર,
હા બોલો.
હા, સોલ્યુશન ની અંદર ઉપર તમે લખ્યું ને અકોર્ડિંગ ટુ કોહલર્સ લો.
કોલડ્રોપ્સ લો.
હા, એના અંડરમાં ફોર્મ્યુલા ખરું ને, એમાં ઇથેનોઇક એસિડ નું તમે લખ્યું છે, ધેટ ઇઝ HCOO માઇનસ. બોલ્યા તા બરાબર?
લખવા બોલ.
હા, બરાબર બોલ્યા.
HCOO.
ઓકે.
Here also it will be HCOO minus.
ઓકે. કેપ્ચર સર.
Okay. Number 10. If 0.5 ampere current flows through a metallic wire for 2 hours, then how many electrons flow through the wire? Question mark. Okay. Now, question number 10. If 0.5 ampere current, so it's better to write what is given first of all. I, 0.5 ampere, right? Flows through a metallic wire for 2 hours. Time is given 2 hours. But we have studied that time should be in seconds. So can I write it into 3600 seconds? So it will be 7200 seconds, right? Because 2 hours, you have to multiply by convert it into minute and then into second, right? So 2 hours that I have written. How many electrons? So number of electrons are asked. Flows through the wire. Okay. Whenever I and T is given, first of all, you have to find out the quantity of charge. Yeah, quantity of electric current, how much you are passing. And that also we have studied. We know that Q is equal to I into T. Right? I is equal to 0.5 into 7200. Right? And 0.5 into 7200. Will it be half of 7200? 0.5. So this will be equal to 3600 seconds per coulomb. Coulomb, right? Because unit of Q, quantity of charge is coulomb. Now important point is, again we know that charge carried by 1 mole of electron is known as 1 Faraday. Charge carried by 1 mole of electron is known as 1 Faraday. And in the theory section, we have done it. What was the charge carried by 1 mole of electron? That is 1 Faraday. 1 Faraday is equal to 96500 coulomb. Right? But 96500 coulomb is the charge carried by 1 mole of electron. So can I write 96500 coulomb is for 1 mole electron. That is equal to 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 electrons. Therefore, I have passed how many? How much? 3600 coulomb. So it will be how many electrons? Directly you can find out the number of electrons. So therefore, number of electrons is equal to cross multiplication 3600 into 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 divided by 96500. So this 00 is cancelled out, and if you divide it, your answer will be equal to 2.2 into 10 raised to 22. So approximately you can write 2.25 into 10 raised to 22 electrons will flow through the wire. This is your answer.
Done, sir.
Okay. Now, question number 11. Suggest a list of metals that are extracted electrolytically. This is your question. Suggest a list of metals that are extracted electrolytically. So what will be your answer? Metals on the top of reactivity series are metals on the top of the reactivity series are lithium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, there are so many, etc. are extracted electrolytically. So this is your answer. Metals on the top of the reactivity series like lithium, sodium, calcium, potassium also you can write it. All these are extracted electrolytically. Now question number 12. Consider the reaction. Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14H plus 6 electron gives 2 Cr3 plus 7H2O. What is the quantity of electricity in Coulomb needed to reduce 1 mole of Cr2O7 2 minus 2. Sorry, 1 mole of Cr2O7 2 minus. This is your question. So consider this reaction. Reaction is given to you, right? What is the quantity of electricity in Coulomb needed to reduce 1 mole of Cr2O7? Look to this question. And in the question itself, the reaction given is Cr2O7, 1 mole Cr2O7. If you want to reduce, you require 6 electrons, means 6 moles of electron. So to reduce 1 mole, of Cr2O7 2 minus, we require 6 electron, that is equal to 6 Faraday, that is equal to 6 into 96500 Coulomb. So it will be 0, 0, 6 5s are 30, carry on 3, 6 6s are 36, 37, 38, 39, 9 6s are 54, 55, 56, 57. This much Coulomb. this was being asked. And these type of questions are also asked in the competitive examinations. One more question is there. Question number 13. In fuel cell, which fuels are used other than hydrogen? Answer you can write methane. This also we have done in theory. Methanol. Etc. So these are your question number 11, 12 and 13.
Done, sir.
Okay. Now tell them that you will send them the homework by WhatsApp. Jiten sir? Hello?
हाँ सर, I will send.
हाँ 10 મિનિટ છે તો હવે નથી કરતા. We'll stop here today.
Okay, sir.
Huh? But send them the message that you are going to give them the homework, right? From the exercise. Exercise homework will be there. This type of numericals you will send them
Okay,
in
sir.
WhatsApp. Okay. શું બોલે છે? કેમ?
Hello, sir.
હરિજન સર બોલો. Hello.
From tomorrow, new chapter will be start.
No, if they have any doubt, we can solve it. Otherwise, you give the same type of numericals in the homework. If any other types of numericals are there in the exercise, we'll do it.
Okay, means.
એટલે કાલનો દિવસ હજુ ઇલેક્ટ્રોકેમિસ્ટ્રી કરીશું.
Okay, exercise questions.
Then we yesterday we sorry, tomorrow we'll do the exercise question.
Okay, sir.
પણ સાંભળો.
हाँ सर.
આજે જે કરાયા ને અત્યાર સુધી જેટલા પણ કરાયા સેમ ટાઈપના ન્યુમેરિકલ્સ હોય ને તો આજે એક્સરસાઇઝમાંથી એમને હોમવર્કમાં આપી દેજો.
હા હા.
હા, મને લિસ્ટ મોકલી આપજો.
હા, જોઈ લો.
ઓકે, અને હોમવર્કમાં આપી દેવાનું, કહેવાનું ઇફ યુ હેવ ડાઉટ યુ કેન રાઇટ ઓન ધ વોટ્સએપ. વોટ્સએપ ગ્રુપમાં તમે મોકલી દેજો કે આ ડાઉટ છે એમ, એનું સોલ્યુશન આપણે મોકલી દઈશું.
ઓકે સર.
પણ આજે આટલી એક્સરસાઇઝ કરી લેજો સાંજ સુધીમાં.
હા હા, અને મે બી માં જો સોલ્યુશન હોય તો એ સાથે મોકલી દઉં.
હા, વાંધો નહીં.
ઓકે.
પણ એક્સરસાઇઝમાં મેં કહ્યું એમ થોડાક જુદા ટાઈપના રહેવા દે, એટલે કાલનો દિવસ થોડાક કરીશું આપણે.
હા હા.
ઓકે. અને કોઈને ડાઉટ છે પૂછી લો.
નો ડાઉટ સર, કોઈને ડાઉટ નથી.
નથી?
ના.
શ્યોર?
વચ્ચે વચ્ચે કરું છું.
શું કહે છે લોકો?
ઓકે, હું અત્યારે એમને બધાને ઓન કરી દઉં છું, વાત
હા,
કરશે.
પૂછી લો ને એક વખત ઓન કરી.
તો is there any doubt anyone? સર કોઈ પ્રોપર રિસ્પોન્સ નથી આપતું.
હેલેન, તો પછી કોઈને ડાઉટ નહીં હોય.
હા એટલે
If you
વચ્ચેથી
don't have doubt, we'll stop here.
ઓકે સર.
Huh? Okay.
હા.